All of these are pretty good. What is this segment?
Anime's the same. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 anime that kinda rip off other anime.
But we made it this far. That's great.
Yes, it is.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be looking at the anime that upon closer inspection seem to have taken some big inspiration from other titles. But before we start, let's make a few things crystal clear. Most anime are derivative from those that have come before them, like how Mazinger Z inspired the entire Super Robo genre, or how Dragon Ball shaped all shonen anime that followed.
Kinda?
In this case, we'll be looking at the shows that have obviously borrowed from other titles. Also, and we can't say this enough, we aren't categorizing any of these entries as bad. In fact, some of them actually add some pleasant elements to the narrative, so lower those pitchforks. We're also going to get a little deep into some of the shows, so here's your spoiler warning. We good? Alright, deep breath, here goes. Number 10, Brain Powered. Anime certainly owes a lot to Mr. Yoshiyuki Tomino. He was the mastermind behind the Gundam franchise, which has served as the inspiration for an incalculable amount of other mecha shows, so we really can't fault him for trying his luck with other projects. Thus, we have this little experiment. In terms of themes, characters, and the way it handles its giant robots, this series is clearly borrowing from Neon Genesis Evangelion. While that sounds like a potentially winning combination, it lacks the impact to really give Shinji and company a run for their money. Ironically though, EVA creator Hideaki Anno has expressed in the past that his series was inspired by Tomino's classic anime, Ideon. So how's about that? Number 9, Yuki Yuna is a hero. A magical girl series that seeks to explore the very limits of the genre by infusing it with mature themes, a sense of foreboding, and realistic elements. Can't think of anyone who's done that before. While not without some interesting concepts, the parallels between Yuki Yuna and Madoka Magica's foundations are pretty hard to deny. That being said, Madoka isn't exactly guilt-free either, since creator Gen Urobuchi has pretty much admitted that he pulled the story from the premise of the tokusatsu series Kamen Rider Ryuki. Go figure. Number 8, Love Live. Whoa, guys, put the weapons down. We're not picking a side on the idol wars here. Each series certainly has its own brand of charm and a quirky cast of characters, but despite being based on a video game, the delightful idols from 765 Production were the ones to lay the foundation. True though, Love Live has taken on a life of its own, spawning waifus with an equally rabid fanbase, but let's just say we've never seen Umi and Chihaya in the same room. Coincidence? We think not. Number 7, Razza Fun. Out of all the numerous Evangelion clones out there, aside from itself, none are more blatant than this show.
How disgusting.
Honestly, you can pretty much tick the boxes for everything this series copies from Anno's work. Incredibly awkward main character? Check. Giant robot that isn't actually a giant robot? Check. Awkward and uncomfortable romance? Check. Need we continue? Yes. Use of Abrahamic symbolism? Check. Nerf-style organization? Check. What just happened ending? Double check. But somehow, the series doesn't come across as a cheap ripoff, and it's actually pretty good.
Look, I'm sorry, but I'm just not interested in older women.
Number 6, Fairy Tail.
You've got to be kidding me!
In recent years, the show has done its best and gone its own way with monumental success, and now there's nothing quite like it. However, before the likes of Black Clover, this was the series known for being the amalgamation of every shonen trope. Let's admit, we all remember a time when people referred it not so affectionately as Bleach Peace.
What are you talking about?
The most blatant example of this comes in the form of some of the character designs. I mean, just look at Shanks and Gildarts. Hiro Mashima, you're not even trying, mate.
Now, that's enough, my lovelies. Let him go.
Number 5, Guilty Crown.
Maybe I'm too naive to get it, or just socially illiterate. I never see the signs.
Don't get us wrong, this is a stunning series to behold, but that's not gonna stop us from noticing the clear comparisons to Code Geass.
You're an imposter!
Yeah, we know it has some of the same writers, but there's a pretty clear amount of copy and pasting going on here. You've got a lead thrown into a position of responsibility after coming into contact with a mysterious girl and gaining supernatural powers, an oddly familiar war between a totalitarian society and a resistance movement trying to restore Japanese independence. Hell, they even managed to find a way to kill Shirley again. Number 4, Parasite. While this is indeed a great show, the recent release of Devilman Crybaby reminded us just how much of Go Nagai's classic work inspired Shinichi's bloody escapades. Both the parasites and the demons assume human form to blend in, and it's all down to a teenage guy who's forcefully been turned into a hybrid in order to stop them. All the while, his own humanity comes into question as paranoia slowly starts to alter the masses. It's safe to say that Devilman has had a profound effect on many works such as Evangelion, but perhaps Parasite is the most transparent of the bunch. It may not have gay Satan in it, but it ticks most of the boxes. Number 3, Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress. It's not even funny how desperately this series wants to be Attack on Titan.
That's right, you heard me! This big, beautiful SOP is our ticket out of here!
Which is a shame in certain aspects because the series does show some promise. Instead, we have wannabe Eren, Ikoma, doing his best to defend the wannabe wolves, a train, from wannabe titans, zombies. Studio Wit knew they did a good job with Titan, and instead of pumping out another season, they padded out their portfolio with this number. Perhaps the potential of the series wouldn't feel as wasted if not for the glaring influences.
Number 2,
Digimon.
Digimon! Digital Monsters!
We'll be the first to say that in terms of characters, narrative, and general direction, these franchises couldn't be more different. Ash wants to be the very best like no one ever was, while the Digidestined must save the digital world from certain destruction. Pokemon take part in gladiatorial matches, Digimon strive for peace with humans.
If that rotten creep goes on a rampage in the real world, lots of innocent people will get hurt.
There just has to be some way we can open the gate up again!
However, it can't be denied that the digital monsters did steal that whole Mon thing, and given how it rode on the Pokemania hype train, there's no chance this conflict will ever end.
Cool! I almost couldn't tell which one was Pikachu!
Almost? Please.
Number 1, Duel Masters.
Quit copying me!
Quit copying me.
Cut it out!
It involves a children's card game. We'll give you 3 guesses as to what it's accused of ripping off.
What's that? It's a little something called copycat.
Okay, the characters and plot are radically different, but let's consider the history of the series. Wizards of the Coast wanted to make a simplified version of Magic the Gathering in order to appeal to a younger audience and cash in on the Yu-Gi-Oh craze. So basically, Yu-Gi-Oh's Duel Monsters, which copied Magic the Gathering, is being copied by Magic the Gathering and called Duel Masters. It's beautiful, it's the circle of life.
Shobu, if I showed up now, I'd be undoing years of anime tradition.
Well, anime tradition stinks.
Even the dub acknowledged the fact that it was a rip-off. You know, since we're here, let's take a moment to appreciate how good this dub was.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.